SCP-033 Object Class Special Containment Procedures. SCP-033 should be inscribed on any single sheet of irregularly shaped and handcrafted paper, papyrus, canvas, or vellum, when not involved in active observatory or study. The dimension of the paper-like product should be no parallel borders, no right angles, and no side lengths. It should be equal to any other 033 safe dimensions. When contained in this matter, the paper-like product should be secured in locked non-combination storage vault at least 30 meters away from any computing or recording device. Logs for checkout, check-in of SCP-033 should be filled out at the minimum safe distance of 30 meters to avoid possible contamination of the paper product or electric device the log is kept in. When removed for study, SCP-033 can be copied to a white chalkboard with 033 safe dimensions by Class D staff. Upon transfer to the white chalkboard, the paper-like product that had contained SCP-033 should be incinerated. Observations and studies should take place in a secured conference room and at least 30 meters from any computing or recording device for a maximum of 2,560 seconds viewing window. All observations or notes should be made on 033 safe materials. Under no circumstances should any notes regarding SCP-033 leave the storage facility or be input into a computing or recording device. At precisely 2,000 seconds of viewing, research must stop, and SCP-033 should be transferred to a new 033 safe, paper-like product and returned to storage by Class D staff. The white chalkboard utilized in research must be incinerated as soon as possible after the transfer is complete, regardless of whether SCP-033 has faded naturally from its surface after 2,560 seconds. Whether 033 safe products halt or merely slow the deleterious effects of SCP-033 is unknown. It is theorized the irregular borders and crafting by mathematically unpredictable humans somehow disrupt the logic which allows SCP-033 to function. Description: SCP-033 appears as a field of complex mathematical symbols ranging from the simple layman identifiable representations to those only interceptable by highly trained mathematicians. The sum of the symbols is equal to a previous unknown integer designed by Theta Prime by Professor Hutchinson of intermediate value between redacted and redacted. As all modern mathematical calculations are performed lacking the knowledge or use of SCP-033, it's introduced into any system organized without it being eroding the numerical and eventual structural integrity of its system. The effect extends to SCP-033's transfer to any paper-like defined as paper, vellum, papyrus, canvas, surface not possessing S033 safe dimensions, or any computing or recording device it is input into. If inscribed on any other material, SCP-033 fades into unintelligibility in precisely 2,560 seconds. In addition, SCP-033 has shown an ability to leap from an 033 safe material to a manufactured or electrical material, which it can be destabilized in at least one instance. Incident Report 033D, requiring the institution of a 30-meter safe distance of electronic devices and paper-like products without 033 safe dimensions. There's currently no 033 safe specification for electrical storage. Redacted of the redacted operation system projects involving SCP-033 are dedicated to finding such a method for electronic storage. Redacted operational research projects are dedicated to the application of SCP-033 as a neutralizing factor for potentially hostile machine logic-based SCP objects. Clarifying commentary from Professor Hutchinson falls for non-specialist staff, and the document 033A effects may be reviewed in documents 033Q. Document 033-A, debriefing with Professor Hutchinson after first observation. Transcript edited for clarity. Professor Hutchinson: every schoolchild knows that 2 plus 2 is 4. The solid mathematical certainty of numerical order and value is the basis of all logical-based systems. We know that after 2 comes 3 and after 3 comes 4. But this formula proves that we missed a number somewhere. Imagine if all our technology was based on the belief that after 4 came 6. We simply didn't know or conceive 5. That is, in essence, what this formula proves. We missed a number. Professor Hutchinson: I can't tell you why the handcrafted vellum works best. I can only surmise that it displaces mathematical predictability in 2 ways. 1. The irregularity of the crafting process due to human error serves to eliminate any traces of regularity that would be found in a machine-created product. 2. The irregular borders seem to confuse it somehow. It gets locked up, looking for the pattern to identify, and use it as an escape hatch. I'll tell you this though, I don't think it should be left in anything longer than a few days. It will find a pattern eventually. I don't think it destroys anything. I think it tries integrating itself into our system, and our system can't handle it. It's like trying to cram another book into a full bookshelf. If you get a hammer, you can get it in there, but the whole shelf's gonna burst eventually. If it gets out to the internet, potentially experience a full IT infrastructure collapse within hours. Document 033Q. Test results trial 033 Delta 5. SCP-033 inscribed into a single sheet of standard 8.5 by 11-inch manufactured white copy paper, hereafter X1. Second sheet of identical paper, hereafter X2, placed 30 centimeters away. 80 seconds. Symbols consist with the content of SCP-033 begin appearing on X2, X1, and change. 160 seconds. Full content of SCP-033's formulae appear on the surface of X2, X1 unchanged. 320 seconds. X1 and X2 both appear wet. Symbols still visible. 640 seconds. X1 is now roughly 1 part, apparently, water and 5 parts pulp-like substance, still filling an 8.5 by 11-inch flat plane. Symbols become unintelligible. X2 still appears wet. Symbols visible. 1,280 seconds. X1 no longer visible at all. Liquid part appears to have evaporated. Pulp-like substance apparently simulated. X2 now roughly 1 part liquid and 5 parts pulp-like substance, still filling an 8.5 by 11-inch flat plane. Symbols unintelligible. 2,560 seconds. X2 no longer visible at all. Liquid part appears to have evaporated. Pulp-like substance apparently sublimated.